the violent voices of great many people have seemed to indicate that there needs to be a vitalistic volition to vindicate the vast and vital but volatile pursuits of in the vein of the human being. The vein of man is pumping sturdy with a lot of blood and a lot of toil and a lot of labor inside of the communal structure of society. Look, we live in a enclave of a lot of sturdy workers who every day commute to and from the blockade matrix, which it's a blockade. It's just like it's the block everywhere. It's buildings and squares. It's the square circuit board. It's it's a vice grip on humanity, but they don't really realize it. It's a vice grip because they're not concerned about the ecological spirit hiding behind it. There's an ecological, wild, motherly, caring, but evocative and so just she's like the gracious but powerful and hungry mother who needs to be cared for but also needs to be needed. It's like the woman is getting gifts from the sunlight, and she surges with power and fruit and bestows all of our food and gives us all of our nourishment. And she's been doing it for a long time, and there's been homage and there's been people giving her respect in various ways, and it comes from two facets. For there's the sun above giving the earth the love. It's the cross, the Lord who has his son die on high, and he constantly shows us the light of the world by giving. It's like, here's all of our fruits, all of our trees, all of our nature, all of the growth is coming from the sun. That's the light of the world. The light of the world, it's the one true plant and animal too. It's the one true plant and animal. The sun is like the soul of it all. And the earth is like the mother of it all. And so it's just the growth surging out from the love of the sun. The sun provides the love. The earth with her waters rains down on the soil, and here is her the green mother's gifts to her children, which are humanity, and humanity is supposed to be alive on this playing field, this plane of earth, and uttering and ushering a world of magical empowerment for the sake of all. And at the moment, we're not acknowledging that, because we live in a Borg. We live in a Borg colony. It's we're all signed up into a corporate slave state, but it's just it's it's what people have, and the church like guards off everyone from. The church is like the mother inside the community of knowing. The church knows that we're all slaves here, but she's just like helpful and got her gifts of forgiveness because she's trying to spread the message, and that's the church. And then the sun above is like, the church doesn't really know it, but the sun is like what they're all talking about. And there might have been and we're all part of astrological destinies too. We all live in concordance with basically the shifts of the the datasphere of the stars, or whatever you want to call it. It's like, and it comes through the machine, that we're in the machine. It's numerological. You can look up your numerological. It's just like, it's there. It's and the stars are in heaven. They're projectors. You might know the song by Modest Mouse, "The Stars Are Projectors." Well, guess what? It's like, as above, so below. We all get our fulfillment from the stars in Hollywood, or not our fulfillment, but let's say we get our wish making imagery, our dream works. It's broadcasted to us from the stars, and in that Hollywood domain, where we find the magical kind of passageway to whatever they're trying to will us towards. And so, all this stuff is like, it's like, as above, so below, and it's all there. But the sun is the main deal. We all gotta pay. And that's the cross. That's the cross, because it's the sun's the one who is forgiving us for the sake of everybody. And that's like, we can all reacquaint ourselves with the sun's light and warmth, but you'd have to follow through. You're eating the sun right now. All your plants and foods it's like the Mother Earth and the Father Sun. And then you know what I mean? Just whoever's out there is involved in that kind of cycle. And the cycle is on Earth, and it's been here for a long time. And right now it's the Borg colony, and it's held down by roles of firm workmanship. You gotta work hardy and plow your fields. Harvest your goods. Buy, sell, trade. But little do you know that they can plant fruit trees everywhere and line the seeds all over the roads. They have the machinery to turn this place into a magical, totally fulfilling landscape of like America could be turned into one giant amusement park. It could be turned into one giant festival, collaboration, sensitive and communal and heart-filled, empowering, like, acknowledgement of each other and the species, the planetary species, the planetary wholeness, or the plane, if you believe in the flat Earth, and so there's all that, and so that can all be turned into reality. We'd all have to get right with the word of the Israelites, and right with the word of the Lord and stuff like that, and then you'd see it all transpire. You just have to be you have to be humble, respect for the cross, keep your inner light on, basically keep everything keep your eye on the horizon. Keep your eye on the horizon. And Zion is coming, and you have to barefoot walk on the soil, because there's ions in the ground, and Zion is is deep in the earth. In the matrix, it's deep in the earth. There's ions coming up from the grounds, active charges for you to absorb, and in the matrix, Zion's deep in the ground. So you're absorbing the Zions, and the sun is keeping his ion, his Zion on the earth. You get what I'm saying? So there's active particles in the ground. In the matrix, the movie, Zion's in the earth, and then the sun keeps his Zion, his ion, everyone. He's shining his light, and we're absorbing it. The ion's on the ground and the sun's light. So that's how you do it. And then you gotta keep your horizons. You gotta keep your eye on the horizons. And you know how to absorb the sun's light? Well, you gotta put your whore eyes on. You gotta put your whore eyes on. and you gotta do, you gotta do some weird tricks with your eyes. But you know how they flick their eyes like that? Women, that's you gotta put your whore eyes on, and that's how you get the sun to give you particles in your eye. But you gotta do it with UV glasses, and then you can. I'm telling you, the HRM method. HRM got tested. HIRA RATAN MANEK. That's in India, and that's that's so we can all be good creatures for the world. You know what I mean? Just be right on with. You have to absorb the light. Keep your whore eyes on in that way that like it's kind of a just the eyelashes kind of like flick flick flick, and the sun like it comes in your eyes, and then you stay firm on the ground to get the ions from Zion. Zion in the matrix is in the earth's core, so you absorb the ions. Look up the barefoot walking on dry non-conductive soil. That's how it is. It's a and then as in a and then everyone can and then lean on the cross. Lean on the cross. You don't want to make. You don't want to keep everyone. You want to keep everyone like what is the word? You want to keep everyone back. Us. You want to lean on the cross because just there's that you have to pay homage to that. And anyways, and then that's about all I have to say. It's like the sun is the sun.